Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So, inshallah, we are starting. Today, our topic is Ayatul Kursi, the great verse of the Quran. And this ayah has a tongue. We come to know from the hadith. This ayah has a tongue and two lips with which she praises the king, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Next to the leg of the throne, Allahu Akbar, subhanallah, subhanallah. And this is our lesson also, Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 255. Last time we finished our our lecture till our class till ayah number 253. So we'll do 254 and rest of the ayahs inshallah later, because this is a long topic. So in the light of the ayahs and hadith, we'll start inshallah Ayatul Kursi, Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number 255. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem, amma ba'd. Fa'auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidna ilma. Allahumma inna nas'aluka ilman nafi'an wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. O Allah, benefit us with what you have taught us, teach us what will benefit us, and increase our knowledge. Okay, inshallah. So we are starting. Allahumma ihdi qalbi wa saddid lisani waslul saqimata qalbi. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. So Suratul Baqarah, ayah number 255, inshallah. First listen to the recitation of Ayatul Kursi, and then we will start inshallah our lesson inshallah with from word to word translation and onwards inshallah. Okay, first word to word translation. Allahu, Allah, La, not ilaha, any ilaha, deity, God, illa is except, huwa, he, al hayyu, alone is the fount of all being, ever living, al qayyumu, and the self-subsisting, everlasting, established, the La does not ta'khuzuhu, it takes, seizes him, sinatun, any drowsiness, wa, and la, nor, naumun, any sleep, lahu is only for him, ma, whatever, fi is in, as samawati, the skies, the heavens, the heights, wa, and ma, whatever, fi is in, al ardi, the earth, one who, the is that, allazi who, yashfa'u, he intercedes, indahu, in the near, with who, him, who is a pronoun, indahu, near, with of him, illa, except, bi'idnihi, be with, isn't permission, he is also a pronoun for Allah, bi'idnihi, with his permission, Ya'lamu, he knows, ma whatever, baina is between, aydihim, aydi is the plural of yadun, aydi hands, him their, aydihim their hands, meaning in front of them, were and ma whatever, khalfahum, khalf behind, hum of them, khalfahum is behind of them, were and la not, yuhituna they will encompass, they will encircle, bishayim be with, shayim anything, bishayim with anything, min from, ilmihi ilm knowledge, he his, ilmihi his knowledge, illa except bima whatever, bima with what, bima with what, sha'a he willed, wasi'a it extended, it spread, kursi yuhu kursi, kursi chair, who his, kursi means authority also, kursi yuhu his kursi, his chair, his authority, as samawati the heights, the skies, the heavens, were and al arda the land, the earth, were and la does not, yauduhu it tires, it wearies, it fatigues him, hifdhuhuma hifz, hifz guarding, huma of them too. So it's a tasniya. In Arabic there is wahid, tasniya and jama. Wahid means one, tasniya means two, and jama is plural. So huma means skies and earth, samawat and earth both. Guarding of them two, were and huwa he, al aliyu alone is the most high, exalted, al azim, and he or he al azim the always most great, the supreme. Okay, we'll see the running translation. Allah, there is no true deity except him, the ever living, the sustainer of all existence. Neither drowsiness overtakes him nor sleep. To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. Who is it that can intercede with him except by his permission? He knows what is presently before them and what will be after them, and they encompass not a thing of his knowledge except for what he wills. His kursi, his footstool, extends over the heavens and the earth, and their preservation tires him not, and he is the most high, the most great. So we should, recite once in the morning, once in the evening. And I know you do askar, remembrance of Allah, and you have the book also for morning and evening, and after Fajr and Asr, you have the book also, Wayyaka Nasta'in, okay? So you can recite from that also. And many of us, know by heart also this Ayat al-Kursi, okay? So now let's start. Abu is a hadith about Ayat al-Kursi. Prophet ﷺ said, narrated by Abu Huraira, that Prophet ﷺ said, for everything there is a hump, pinnacle, and the hump, pinnacle of the Quran is Surah al-Baqarah. In it there is an ayah which is the master of the ayat in the Quran. It is Ayat al-Kursi. So Surah al-Baqarah is the pinnacle, okay, of Quran, and Ayat al-Kursi is the master of the ayat in the Quran. Ayat al-Kursi, okay? Okay, this is, in Jami Tirmizi, Hadith 2878, okay? I won't tell the, to save the time, you can see on the screen, Hadith number, okay? So there's another narration. It was narrated in a Marfu Hadith report that Abu Umama said, the Radiallahu anhu, the greatest name of Allah, which is He is called by it, response. So the greatest name of Allah, when you call Allah by those greatest name, then Allah responds, meaning Allah accept the du'as. And what are those greatest name and in which surahs they are, is in 3 surahs. Surah al-Baqarah, number 1 in Surah al-Baqarah. Number 2, those greatest names are in Al-Imran, Surah Al-Imran, and Surah Al-Taha. Okay, so see, the greatest name, Allahu la ilaha illallah. It is in Surah Al-Baqarah, Al-Hayyul Qayyum. Okay, ever living and ever existing. Okay, ever living, the sustainer of all existence. Okay, so number one, this, when you call Allah by this name, Al-Hayyu Al-Qayyum, Allah responds and accepts the du'as. And secondly, in Surah Al Imran, Alif Lam Mim, Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum. And in the third verse is Surah Taha, wa anatil wujuhu il hayyil qayyum. The ever and all the faces will be humbled before the ever living, the sustainer of existence. So what it is said here, these were the three, so surahs and ayahs which we saw on the screen. So Surah Al-Baqarah, Al Imran, and Taha, Hisham, that is Ibn Ammar, the Khatib of Damascus, said in Al-Baqarah, it is Allahu la ilaha illa huwa, none has the right to be worshipped but he, the ever living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. Surah Al-Baqarah 255. Interpretation of the meaning. This is the one. Okay, Al-Hayyu Al-Qayyum. Okay, now second, in Al Imran, it is Alif Lam Mim. These letters are one of the miracles of the Quran. See these letters, Alif Lam Mim. Okay, these are one of the miracles of the Quran, and none but Allah alone knows their meanings. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa, none has the right to be worshipped but he. Al-Hayyul Qayyum, the ever living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. This is the ayah, Surah Al Imran. Okay, then interpretation of the meaning. And in Surah Taha, it is, and all faces shall be humbled before Allah, Al-Hayyul Qayyum, the ever living, the one who sustains and protects that all that exists. So if we take this, great name, the greatest name of Allah from these three surahs, and we call Allah by this name, he responds and he accepts the du'as. Okay. Now, the other thing, Ayatul Kursi Al-Baqarah, Ayat 255, which is our lesson today, protects us from the devils, from the Satans. 26 attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are mentioned in Ayatul Kursi. I think everybody has the notebook and you are writing it, and I'll take the reflection from you. Okay, don't worry. That is like we do. This is a normal practice, right? Usual practice. We do that in the end. That is, it is the only verse in which the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are mentioned the most. There are 5 names and all others are attributes in Ayatul Kursi. The lives of all of us is a proof of this, that our Creator is always awakened. He never sleeps. And he protects us. We sleep, we go into the slumber, we sleep. This is our weakness, not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The verse Ayatul Kursi Al-Baqarah 255 is the greatest verse of the Quran. It is the verse that leads to paradise. May Allah make us among them. We must recite Ayatul Kursi after every obligatory prayer, or after all the fard prayers, like after in the Fajr after 2 obligatory prayers, in Zohar after 4 fard, in Asr after 4 fard, in Maghrib after 3 unit of prayers, 3 fard, and in Isha after 4 fard. Okay, so Ayatul Kursi should be recited after every obligatory prayer. Okay, so we'll enter Jannah. The hadith is coming, you'll see on the screen. Okay, okay. Now the virtues of Ayatul Kursi. Okay, the importance and virtues of Ayatul Kursi. This is Ayatul Kursi, and tremendous virtues have been associated with it. For the authentic hadith describes it as the greatest ayah in the book of Allah. Imam Ahmad recorded that Ubay ibn Ka'ab said that Prophet asked him about the greatest ayah in the book of Allah, and Ubay answered, radiallahu anhu, Allah and his messenger know better. When the Prophet repeated his question several times, Ubay said, radiallahu anhu, Ayatul Kursi. He gave the answer. Prophet commented, congratulations for having, O Abu al-Mundir. Abu al-Mundir. Abu al-Mundir was the kunyat of Ubay bin Ka'ab, right? Everybody knows what is the kunyat. Like supposing my son name is Rayan, right? and I am called by Ummu Rayyan, or his father is called Abu Rayyan. So that is kunyat. Okay. So Abu al Mundir was the kunyat of this companion of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Ubay bin Ka'b. By he in whose hand is my soul, this ayah has a tongue and two lips with which praises the King Allah next to the leg of the throne. Subhanallah. This ayah has a tongue and two lips, and it praises next to the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanallah. See the virtues of this Ayatul Kursi. This hadith was also collected by Muslim. Everybody knows Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim are the book of hadith, but he did not include the part that starts with by he in whose hand. Imam Ahmad reported that Abu Ayyub said that he has some, there's another riwayah, there's another hadith, we'll see here, narrated Abdul Rahman bin Abi Layla that Abu Ayyub al-Ansari had a storehouse. He had a storehouse in which he kept dates. A ghaul, a Satan, a jinn would come and take from it. So he complained about that to Prophet Sassam, that, a Satan, a ghaul comes and he take my dates, right? So he said, Prophet Sassam said, go and when you see her, say, it was a female, Satan. Say, in the name of Allah, answer to the messenger of Allah. He said, so I caught her and she swore that she would not return. So I released her. He went to the Prophet Sassam and he said, what Prophet said, what did your captive do? So he said, the companion said, she swore not to return. And he said, she has lied. Prophet said that she has lied and she will come again to life. Then he said, I caught her another time and she swore that she would not return. So I released her and went to the Prophet. Prophet said, what did your captive do? He said she swore that she would not return. So Prophet said she lied and she will come again to lie. So he caught her and said, I shall not let you go until you accompany me to the Prophet. So she said, the Gaul said, I shall tell you something. If you recite Ayatul Kursi in your home, then no shaitan, Satan, nor any other shall come near you. So he went to the Prophet and he said, what Prophet asked, because again and again he used to come, that Gaul used to come, she used to come to, take some dates from the store. Store of Abu Ayyub Ansari. So Prophet asked Abu Ayyub Ansari, what did your captive do? He said, I informed him what she said. So he told Prophet that she told me to recite Ayatul Kursi. So Prophet said, she told the truth. Even Satan knows that the virtue of this Ayatul Kursi. So Prophet said that she told the truth and she is a continuous liar, because every night, every time she was lying and she used to come to grab and steal those dates, right? So see the virtues. Even the Satan, the jinns, they know that the virtues of Ayatul Kursi, that when you will decide, the Satan, we won't come to you and harm you. Okay. Sahih al-Bukhari recorded a similar story. You will enjoy also and you will learn a lot from these also, the virtues of there are many incidents in hadith we come to know from different companions of the Prophet, right? From different Sahaba. So let's see. Bukhari recorded a similar story in his Sahih from Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu. Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu is also a companion in the chapters on the virtues of the Quran and the description of shaitan. In this narration, Abu Huraira said that Allah's messenger assigned me to keep watch over the sadaqah, charity of Ramadan. Everybody knows that, we give charity, we give sadaqah in Ramadan. So Prophet assigned Abu Huraira to look after the charity, the sadaqah of Ramadan. A person snuck in and started taking handfuls of food stuff. So we come to know that these Satan, they come to steal the food also, right? From the previous hadith also and from this hadith also. I caught him and said, by Allah, I will take you to Allah's messenger. He said, release me, for I am weak and I have many dependents and am in great need. And I am in great need. So I released him. Abu Huraira released him. And in the morning, Allah's messenger asked me, what did your prisoner do yesterday? Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, I said, oh Allah's messenger, I complained of being needy. Sorry, he that goes, the Satan complained of being needy and of having many dependents. So I pitied him and let him go. Allah's messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, indeed, he told you a lie and he will be coming again. I believe that he would show up again, for Allah's messenger had told me that he would return, because they knew that he is a true messenger, and what Prophet ﷺ says is true. And when Prophet ﷺ said that he is going to that city, that he is going to come again, so he would come. So I watched for him. When he showed up and started stealing handfuls of foodstuff, I caught hold of him again and said, I will definitely take you to Allah's messenger. He said, leave me, for I am very needy and have many dependents. The same thing he so said, I promise I will not come back again. I pitied him and let him go. In the morning, Allah's messenger asked me, what did your prisoner do last night? Oh, Abu Huraira. I replied, oh Allah's messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When I say Allah's messenger, everybody say sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because for one darood, 7 mercy will fall on us. He complained of his great need and of too many dependents. So I took pity on him and set him free. Allah's messenger said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, verily he told you a lie, he will return. I waited for him attentively for the third time, and when he came and started stealing handfuls of the food stuff, I caught hold of him and said, I will surely take you to Allah's messenger, as it is the third time you promised not to return, yet you return. He said, let me teach you some words, because he wanted him to release. So the Satan telling him, let me teach you some words. He's telling to Abu Huraira, which Allah will give you benefit from. I asked, what are they? He replied, whenever you go to bed, recite Ayatul Kursi, Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum, till you finish the whole verse. If you do so, Allah will appoint you a guard for you who will stay with you, and no Satan will come near you until morning. So I released him. In the morning, Allah's messenger asked, what did your prisoner do yesterday? I replied, oh Allah's messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he claimed that he would teach me some words by which Allah will grant me some benefits, so I let him go. Allah's messenger asked, what are they? I replied, he said to me, whenever you go to bed, recite Ayatul Kursi from the beginning to the end. Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum. He further said to me, if you do so, Allah will appoint a guard for you who will stay with you, and no Satan will come near you till morning. So when you go to sleep, everybody, you and me, lesson for me first, that we should recite Ayatul Kursi. So Allah will appoint a guard for us. And who will be the guard? The angel. Okay, the angel. And due to that, the Satan will not come to us if we recite in the night till the morning. One of the narrators then commented that the companions, were very keen to good deeds. The Prophet said he spoke the truth, although he's a liar. He said the truth, okay, that's Satan. But he was a liar, because every time he said, I won't come, and he lied, and he used to come for the food stuff. Do you know whom you were talking? Prophet Sallallahu told Abu Huraira, these 3 nights, oh Abu Huraira. Abu Huraira said, no. He said it was Shaitan. An-Nasai also recorded this hadith in Al-Yawm wa Al-Layla. Okay. Now, Allah's greatest name is in Ayatul Kursi. Imam Ahmad recorded that Asma bin Yazid bin As-Sakan said, I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say about these 2 ayat, Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum. Allah, none has the right to be worshipped but He, the ever-living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. And Alif Lam Mim, Zalikal Kitabu la rayba fi hudal lil muttaqin. Alif Lam Mim, Allah, none has the right to be worshipped but He, the ever-living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. They contains Allah's greatest name. This is also the narration collected by such and such hadith, reported that Prophet said that Allah's greatest name, if he was supplicated with it, he answers the supplication, is in 3 surahs, Al-Baqarah, Al-Imran, and At-Taha. I showed you on the screen also, but it's again the tafsir is there. So none Allahu la ilaha illahu alayul qayyum in Surah Al-Baqarah, number 1. None has the right to be worshipped but He, the ever living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. And in Surah Al-Ali Imran, Alif Lam Mim, it is Surah Al-Baqarah also, Zalikal Kitabu La Rayba Fi Hudal Lil Muttaqin. And in Surah Al-Taha, Wa Anatil Wujuhu Lil Hayyil Qayyum, and all faces shall be humbled before Allah on the day of resurrection, right? The ever living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. If we, recite these verses in these three surahs, Surah Al-Baqarah 225, Surah Al-Ali Imran, and Surah Al-Taha 111, Allah will accept our duas. So Ayatul Kursi has 10 complete Arabic sentences. Now you keep on counting, okay, with me. We'll count these 10 complete sentences and learn also the tafsir. Allah's statement. The first one is the first Arabic sentence. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa. Allah, none has the right to be worshipped, but he mentions that Allah is the one and only Lord of all creation. Okay, now number 2, Al-Hayyul Qayyum testifies that Allah is the ever-living, He's not going to die, who never dies. We are going to die, this is our weakness, who sustains everyone and everything. All creation stands in need of Allah and totally relies on Him. We rely on Him for food, for protection, for shelter, for parents, for books, for copies, for eating, drinking, everything. While He is the most rich, who stands in need of nothing created. Similarly, Allah said, okay, number 3, this is the reference. And among the signs is that the heaven and the earth stand by His command. And number 3, now it is said in this tafsir there are 10 complete Arabic sentences. So now the third one is La ta'khuzuhu sinatun wala naum, neither slumber nor sleep overtakes Him. Means this is our weakness. We slumber, we sleep. Until and unless we sleep, we are not able to get fresh, and the whole day we work hard and we get tired, and night we have to sleep. Even we sleep in between, in daytime also we take a nap at Zohar. This is the sunnah to take nap at Zohar time. This help us awakening for the tahajjud. So no means no shortcoming, unawareness or ignorance ever touches Allah. Rather, He is aware of and controls whatever soul earns, has perfect watch over everyone. He watches everyone, all the souls. He watches every creation, whatever is created, He watches them. Nothing escapes His knowledge, and no secret matter is secret to Him. Even He knows what is in our hearts. Nothing, our secret matters are not secret to Him. He knows everything. He is Latiful Khabir. Among His perfect attributes is the fact that He is never affected by slumber or sleep. Therefore, Allah's statement, La ta'khuzuhu sinatun, neither slumber overtakes Him, indicates that no unawareness due to slumber ever overtakes Allah. Allah said afterwards, Wala naum, okay? Wala naumun, nor sleep, which is stronger than slumber. Everybody knows nap, what is nap and what is sleep, okay? So sleep is stronger than slumber. It is recorded in the Sahih that Abu Musa said, the messenger of Allah delivered a speech regarding 4 words. So these are the words, and I'll read the English, the translation to save time, so we can complete on time this class. Allah does not sleep, and it does not befit His Majesty that He sleeps. He lowers the scales and raises them. Everybody knows that on the day of resurrection there will be scales, huge scales, large scales equal to the size of heaven and the skies, and the deeds of all the human beings will be measured on those scales. So He lowers the scales and raises them. The deeds of the day are resurrected in front of Him before the deeds of the night, and the deeds of the night before the deeds of the day. So please be careful, watch your actions, pass your life according to the Quran and Sunnah, because day and night the deeds are resurrected. Whatever we do, good or bad, everybody knows that. His veil is light or fire, and if He removes it, The rays from his face would burn whatever his sight reaches of his creation. Everybody knows we can't see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this dunya, his countenance. We will be able to see his countenance, his face, only we will see him on, on the day of Qiyamah, right? And we see Musa alayhi salam, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked to him on Mount Tur, Musa alayhi salam wished that he could see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that I will throw my tajalli on the mount, and if the mount is, is able to bear that, you will be able to see me. And the mount was crushed, right? Everybody knows that. So, and Prophet and Musa alayhi salam laid unconscious. Everybody knows that. So it means nobody can see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this world, because he is a veil or fire. If he removes it, the rays from his face would burn whatever his sight reaches to his creation. So nobody can see him in this dunya. And may Allah make us from those, among those that should be able to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of resurrection. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. After seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no wish would be there. Number 4, the fourth Arabic statement. Lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil earth. To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth, indicates that everyone is a servant for Allah, a part of his kingdom, and under his power and authority. We are under his power and authority. We are his servant. Similarly, Allah said, there is none in the heavens and the earth but comes unto the most gracious Allah as a servant. Verily, he knows each one of them and has counted them a full counting, and every one of them will come to him alone on the day of resurrection, without any helper or protector or defender. Nobody will protect us, nobody will help us, nobody will defend us. So we should mind our deeds, okay? We'll get whatever we have done. Either good deeds will get reward, and bad deeds, everybody know there is a hellfire and Jannah. Okay, accordingly, human beings will be sent. Good deeds will take us to Jannah, and everybody knows that there is a punishment also for bad deeds, for kafir, for mushrikin, for non-believers, for hypocrites, for everybody, those who don't believe in Allah. So the fifth statement, Allah's statement, Manzal lazi yashfa'u indahu illa bi'izni. Who is he that can intercede with him except with his permission, is similar to his statement. I'm really sorry, I'm leaving the Arabic text due to the time that we should try to complete on time. And there are many angels in the heavens whose intercession will avail nothing except after Allah has given leave for whom he wills and he is pleased with. Okay, they cannot intercede except for him with whom he is pleased. There will be intercession after on the day of resurrection. First, Allah will forgive people, and people will enter Jannah. Then a time will come, Allah will give permission to the prophets that intercede, do intercession, and they will do intercession, and people will go to Jannah, to paradise. Then Allah will ask the angels, then Allah will ask the noble people, the pious people, the muttaqi one, that intercede for your people, right? So, and that will be with his permission, when Allah will allow. Okay, these ayat assess Allah's greatness, pride, and grace, and that no one dares to intercede with him on behalf of anyone else except by his permission. So first, who will intercede? Allah will permit whom? The prophets, then the angels, then the pious people. The hadith about the intercession states that the Prophet said, I will stand under the throne and fall in prostration, and Allah will allow me to remain in that position as much as he wills. I will therefore be told, raise your head, speak, and you will be heard. Intercede, and your intercession will be accepted. The Prophet then said, he will allow me a proportion whom I will enter into paradise. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. The first person whom Allah will ask to intercede will be Prophet. Okay, and he will lie down in prostration Prophet Sallam, he loved so much, the whole life, he, prostrated, he prayed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allahumma ummati, oh Allah, Allahumma ummati, oh Allah, my nation, oh Allah, my ummati, my ummah. And on the day of resurrection also, he will prostrate for us, and he will, make dua for us, and Allah will allow him to intercede for us, and he will be the first one to, do intercession, and he will then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will allow him a proportion to of the people to enter them to paradise. Now the sixth statement, sixth Arabic ayah of this surah this ayatul kursi, ya lamu ma baina aydihim wa ma khalfahum. And so before that we'll see this hadith. It was narrated that Abu Dharr radiallahu anhu said, I came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam whilst he was in the mosque and sat down. He said, oh Abu Dhar, did you pray? I said, no. He said, get up and pray. So I got up and prayed. Then I came and sat down. He said, oh Abu Dhar, seek refuge with Allah from the devils of men and jinn. So there are devils in the jinn also. I said, oh Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, are there devils among men? He said, yes. I said, oh Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what about Salah? He said, it is the best. So let whoever wants to do, whoever wants to do a little of it, and let whoever wants to do more of it. I said, oh Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what about fasting? He said, it is obligatory and it is good, and the reward with Allah is greater. And everybody knows Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about the fasting, as-sawmu li wa azibi, fasting is for me and I will give the reward. Other rewards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for other things, other ibadah and worship and other deeds, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks angels to write the reward. But for fasting, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala write the rewards himself. He said, it is obligatory and it is good, and the reward with Allah is greater. I said, oh Messenger of Allah, what about sadaqah, charity? He said, Allah multiplies if many times over. I said, oh Prophet ﷺ, what charity is best? He said, what a person gives at a time of hardship, or what he gives in secret to a poor person. So when you are in the hardship, in difficulty, you have no job, you are short of money, so it is the best charity. At that time also you give even a single $1, and you give secretly, that your right hand gives and your left hand shouldn't come to know how much you gave and to whom you gave. Okay, so there's a reward, great reward. I said, oh Prophet, which of the prophets was first? He said, Adam. I said, oh Messenger of Allah, was he a prophet? He said, yes, a prophet to whom Allah spoke. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke to Adam alayhi salam also, and spoke to Musa alayhi salam also, which is why Musa alayhi salam's title is Kalimullah. I said, oh Messenger of Allah, how many messengers are there? He said 300 and umpteen, a great crowd. And once he said 315. I said, oh Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what is the greatest thing that has been revealed to you? He said, Ayatul Kursi, Allahu la ilaha illa huwa. It is the greatest ayah. None has the right to be worshipped but he, the ever living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. So he sustains, he gives risk provision to all his creation, and he protects them also. Okay, this is from Surah Al-Baqarah to 55. Everybody knows. Okay, now ya'lamu ma baina aydihim wa ma khalfahum. Allah knows what happens to them, his creatures in this world, and what will happen to them in the hereafter. Okay, this refers to his perfect knowledge of all creation, our past, present, future. He knows what we did in past, what we're doing in present, what is going to happen in future. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen in future. Similarly, Allah said that the angels proclaim, and we angels descend not except by the command of our Lord, of your Lord, O Muhammad Sallallahu. To him belongs what is before us and what is behind us, and what is between those two, before and behind, what is there. And your Lord is never forgetful. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know what is going to happen present. After we finish this, that's what is going to happen. We don't. We are alive or not, Allah knows. So now the seventh statement, we were counting. Wala yuhituna bi shay'in min ilmi illa bima sha, and they will never compass anything of his knowledge except that which he wills. Asserts the fact that no one attains any part of Allah's knowledge except what Allah conveys and allows. Only what Allah conveys, what Allah give us the knowledge. We don't know anything more than that, which is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when gave the knowledge to Adam alayhi salam in Surah Al-Baqarah, you have read, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the angels, do you know? Then angels said, Subhanaka la ilma lana illa allamtana. Illa ma allamtana. We don't know anything except what you have taught us. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Adam alayhi salam to tell them all the knowledge, all the names which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught to Adam alayhi salam. And due to his knowledge and ilm, he was Allah he gave the importance over the angels and asked the angels to prostrate Adam alayhi salam due to the knowledge. This part of the ayah indicates that no one ever acquires knowledge of Allah and in his attributes except what he conveys to them. And the same thing the angel said, Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma allamtana. All praises and glory to you, Allah. We don't know anything except you have taught us. For instance, Allah said, by wala yuhituna bihi ilman, but they will never compass anything of his knowledge. And number 8, Allah said, Wasiya kursiyu samawati wal arda. His kursi extends over the heavens and the earth. Now try to understand what his kursi is, right? Waqi narrated in his tafsir that Ibn Abbas said kursi is the footstool and no one is able to give due consideration to Allah's throne. And Al-Hakim recorded this hadith in his Mustadrak from Ibn Abbas, who did not relate it to the Prophet. Al-Hakim said it is Sahih according to the criteria of the two Sahihs. Bukhari and Muslim did not record. In addition, it is said by Ibn Abbas, if the 7 heavens and the 7 earths were flattered and laid side by side, they would add up to the size of a ring in the desert compared to the kursi. Everybody knows there are 7 heavens and the 7 skies. So now this tafsir is comparing that the 7 heaven and 7, what it is comparing, the kursi, the footstool, the kursi, the footstool of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? There are 7 heaven and the 7 earth, right? And above the 7 heaven, there is a arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And on the arsh, there's a kursi, there's a throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the footstool of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now there, it is compared that this 7 heavens and 7 earth, if they flatten and laid side by side, they would add up to the size of a ring in a desert. These 7 heavens and 7 earth are equal to the size of a ring which is in a desert. When you see a ring in the desert, I cannot see. It's it's just like a dot, right? So they are equal to the ring in a desert with comparison to the footstep, the kursi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanallah. Although the 7 heavens and 7 earth is such a big creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is so huge, we cannot measure it. We cannot measure it, right? What is the length? What is the breadth? How it is? We don't know anything about that. It's so huge, so huge. We cannot imagine even, right? It's still, in spite of that, if we compare to the kursi, the footstep of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's even not, the 7th heaven and 7th earth are equal to the ring which is in a desert in front of the kursi of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the footstool of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is so powerful ayah, and it's the largest surah of Surah Al-Baqarah. So it's the greatest ayah. Wala yauduhu hifzuhuma, and he feels no fatigue in guarding and preserving them. We feel fatigue in the morning, we do work and we get tired in the afternoon, the whole day we We say, oh, it's a fatigue, I'm tired, I can't guard my school, I can't. If we are the owner of some place, a house or a school or office or anywhere, we get tired. But Allah, this is our weakness, and He feels no fatigue in guarding and preserving them, meaning it does not burden or cause Him fatigue to protect the heavens and the earth and all that is between them. Rather, this is an easy matter for Him. Subhanallah. Everybody say Allahu Akbar. Further, Allah sustains everything, has perfect watch over everything. Nothing ever escapes His knowledge. If a mother has 5, 6 children, she cannot control all of them. She never knew what one is doing. One is, in the kitchen or in the, cabinet or mixing something. The small child, what they do? They do mess. So if she's controlling one, the other is doing some other thing. So, right? So Allah sustains everything, His perfect watch over everything. Nothing ever escapes His knowledge, and no matter is ever secret to Him. All matters are insignificant. I don't know what's secret in your heart. You don't know what is the secret in your friends, heart about you or anything. Okay. So nothing is secret to Him. All matters are insignificant, modest, and humble before Him. He is the most rich, worthy of all praise. He does what He wills, and no one can ask Him about what He does. While they will be asked, we will be asked what we did, what we are doing, but nobody is going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has supreme power over all things and perfect alertness concerning everything. We are not alert, we don't know what's happening. He is the most high, the greatest. There is no deity worthy of worship except Him, and no Lord other than Him. He alone, la ilaha illallah, to be worshipped. Number 10, the last one, Huwal Aliyul Azim, and He's the most high, the most great, is similar to His statement, Al Kabirul Muta'ali, the most great, the most high. These and similar ayat and authentic hadiths, and there are with the attributes of creation or altering their apparent meaning. Okay, these and similar ayat and authentic hadiths about Allah's attributes must be treated the way the Salaf, the righteous ancestors, treated them, by accepting their apparent meaning without equating them. Allah's attributes are 99, one less in 100, 99 attributes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has. I know everybody recite in the morning and in the evening, Wallahu la ilaha illa wal malikul quddus salamul mu'minul muhaiminul azizul jabbarul mutakabbiru. There are 99. Okay, I'm not telling all due to short of time. So we should not equate any attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with anybody. Okay, so we should not equate them with the attributes of the creation of altering their apparent meanings, and we should not alter the meanings also, right? Okay, so now we see few hadiths and few duas, how to seek refuge from Satan. Okay, it was reported in a Sahih hadith from the Messenger P Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that it is the greatest ayah in the book of Allah. This is the greatest ayah of the Quran. It was narrated from Ubay bin Ka'ab that the Prophet Sallallahu asked him which ayah in the book of Allah was the greatest. He said, Allah and His Messenger knows the best. He repeated it several times. Many times Prophet asked. Then Ubay said, Radiallahu anhu, Ayatul Kursi. The Prophet said, congratulations upon your knowledge, O Abu al-Mundir. I told you before also this hadith came. This is the Abu al-Mundir. By the one in whose hand is my soul, it has a tongue and 2 lips, and it glorifies the sovereign, that is Allah, at the foot of the throne. See how great this ayah is. Okay, this was also, it has got, what is that? It has a tongue and 2 lips, and it glorifies at the foot of the throne, okay, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on the 7th, above the 7th skies. This was also narrated by Muslim without the phrase, by the one in whose hand is my soul. Everybody knows in many hadiths we come to know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Prophet Sallam says some hadiths, by the one in whose hand is my soul, and then he starts what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. Okay. It was narrated from Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Ka'b that his father told him that he had a vessel in which he kept dates. He used to check on it and found that the number of was decreasing. So he kept guard on it one night and saw a beast that looked like an old decent boy. He said, I greeted him with salams, and he returned my greeting. It means the jinn also replies, okay? And among the jinns and Satan, so among the jinns, some jinns are Muslim, okay? Some jinns all are not, like human being. Some are mushrik and some are Muslim. Then I asked him, what are you, O jinn or a human? He said, "Ah, jinn. I'm not a human, I'm a jinn." I said to him, "Show me your hand." So he showed me his hand, and it looked like a dog's paw with dog's fur. It means some jinns are, they resembles like a dog, and uh, uh, their paw are like dog's fur. Okay. So I said, "Do all the jinn look like this?" He said, "I know no one among the jinn who is stronger than." So these type of jinn, those paws look like dog fur, so they are stronger jinns among the jinns. I said, "What?" So we learned so many things from this hadith about the jinns. "What made you do what you did? That taking the dates, that taking my dates." He said, "It means," now we learn from all these hadiths, they come and steal also. He said, "We heard that you are a man who loves charity, and we wanted to have some of your food." So look what he's telling, that Ubay, you are, we came to know that you love charity, so we wanted to have some of your food. Ubay asked him, "What will protect us from you?" He said, "This ayah, Ayatul Kursi." See, all the jinns also know that Ayatul Kursi will protect us from them. Then the next day, Ubay went to Prophet Aslam and told him about what had happened. And Prophet Aslam said, "The evil one spoke the truth." Because they lie, they always come to steal. But he spoke the truth, that Ayatul Kursi will save you human beings from us, from Satan. Imam Ahmad narrated that Muhammad bin Jafar told us, Usman ibn Itab told us, he said, "I heard Abu as-Sulail saying, a man from among the companions of Prophet Sassam addressed the people until a large number had gathered around him." So this companion addressed large number of people. Then he climbed onto the roof of a house and addressed the people. Why he climbed? Because the more up he will go, people will be see him. And at that time there were no loudspeakers, no mics. So they used to climb the mountain, and he climbed the. You must have heard, that Prophet also climbed the mountain, and called everybody, the mushrikeen, the people of Makkah, towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he climbed the roof. The messenger and said that the Prophet said, "Which ayah of the Quran is the greatest?" A man said, "La Allahu la ilaha illa. None has the right to be worshipped but he, the ever living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists." That is Surah Al-Baqarah, which is our lesson 225, interpretation of the meaning. He said he put his hand between my shoulders. Who put the hands between his shoulder? That this man telling, okay, that Prophet put his hand between my shoulders, and I felt coolness in the center of my chest. When Prophet was asking him that which is the largest surah of the Quran, so Prophet put his hand, so and he felt the coolness in his chest. Or he puts his hand on the center of my chest, and I felt coolness between my shoulders, and he said, "Oh Abu Mundir, congratulations on your knowledge." So there are different versions of hadith, which as a student of Quran, we should know. So, I showed you all. Okay. Okay. This is about Abu Huraira. We did this hadith. Okay. We did this hadith already, that he came thrice, and then but this is a little different narration. I was taking food to a very poor family. This is one more narration. According to another report, I was taking food to a very poor family, Abu Hurairah said, among the jinn. So he let him go, and he came back on the second night, and then the third night. I said, "Did you not promise me that you would not come back? I will not leave you today until I bring you to the Prophet Sallallahu." He said, "Do not do that. Do not do that. If you let me go, I will teach you some words, which if you say them, no one among the jinn, great or small, male or female, will come near you." It means all sorts of jinn come, to the human. Great, small, male, female. This hadith we learn will come near to you. They won't come to you. He said, so this Abu Hurairah said, "Will you do that?" He said, "Yes." Then he said, "What are they?" Abu Hurairah said, then the jinn said, "Allah, Allahu la ilaha illa huwa, none has the right to be worshipped the ever living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. They were scared of Prophet. In all these hadiths, we came to know that these jinns, this Satan, this ghost used to come to the different companions of the Prophet, and when they caught hold of him, they don't steal the date or the food stuff. And different hadiths we have seen on the screen and learned today. And every time they said, someone said that, I've got a lot of dependents, I'm poor, I'm in need of food, this, that, and all of them promised that we won't come the next night, and they came second, third time, second time, third time. And when the companions told them that we will take to you the Prophet Asam, so they were scared to go to the Prophet Asam, and they said, oh, we'll teach you something, then you will be safe from the jinns and from the Satan and from us, and if you leave us. So the companions were so, they were greedy of knowledge. They wanted to learn, so they said, okay, you teach us and we leave you. So all the Satans, all the jinns we learned from here, they taught Ayatul Kursi. So this was the virtue of Ayatul Kursi, mashallah. Okay. Okay. This was the same. Okay, now we'll see this one also. Allah, la ilaha illallah, no one has the right to be worshipped, the ever living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists. Interpretation of the meaning and recite the same story, the recited Ayatul Kursi until the end. So he let him go and he went away. This was the same, hadith about Abu Huraira, and did not come back. Abu Huraira told the Prophet Sallallahu, because he came thrice, and we did this hadith. So this is another version. So I'm doing not the whole. So Prophet Sallallahu told him about that, and the Prophet Sallallahu said to him, did you not know that before this was narrated, that this Ayatul Kursi, this was narrated by An-Nasai from Ahmad bin Muhammad ibn Ubaid Allah, and from Shuaib bin Harb, from Ismail ibn Muslim, from Abu Mutawakkil and Abu Huraira. We have noted about that something similar happened to Ubay bin Ka'b. We did the hadith. So these are three separate incidents. Abu Ubaid said in Kitab al-Gharib, Abu Mawiyah told us from Abu Asim al-Qafi, from al-Shuaibi, from so and so, such and such. And from Ibn Masud also, who said, a man from among the humans went out and was met by a man from among the jinn, who said, will you wrestle with me? Everybody knows wrestling, before, all these matches, there was a time people used to watch, a lot on TV, the wrestling. Okay, so will you wrestle with me? Now what the jinn saying, if you throw me, this was all the same, about Abu Huraira. So I did short. So, and we did it, in the screen also. So this is another one. A man from among the humans went out and was met by a man from among the jinn, the jinn said, will you wrestle with me? If you throw me to the ground, I will teach you an ayah, which if you recite it when you enter your house, no Satan will enter. So he wrestled with him and threw him to the ground. He said, I see that you are very small, and your forearms are like that, like the front paws of a dog. This Satan was also like resembling the dog paws. Are all jinns like this, or only you? He said, I am strong among them. Let us wrestle again. So they wrestled again, and the human threw him to the ground. So the jinn says, the human was, strong. Now see, who was that human? Had Umar radiallahu anhu. So the jinn said, recite Ayatul Kursi, for no one recites it when he enters his house, but the shayateen leaves farting like a dog. So when you enter your house, recite Ayatul Kursi, okay? When you come back home, and then Satan will leaves your house like farting like a donkey. And we can't hear or smell that farting, right? It was when Allah said, when Prophet ﷺ said in the hadith, so we believe in that. It was said to Ibn Masud, was that man Umar? Because the narrator of this hadith is Ibn Masud. So was that man Umar? He said, who else could it have been other than Umar? Because Umar radiallahu anhu, Satan was so scared when Satan saw Umar radiallahu anhu coming, would change the way. There is hadith also about Umar radiallahu anhu, and he was the third caliph after Prophet Sallallahu died, right? Okay. Yeah. It was narrated from Ibn Umar that Ibn Umar Ibn Khattab went out one day to some people who had prepared a meal. He said, "Who among you can tell me which is the greatest ayah in the Quran?" Ibn Masud said, "You are asking one who knows. I heard Messenger Sallallahu say, the greatest ayah in the Quran is La ilaha illallah. None has the right to be worshipped, the ever living, the one who sustains and protects all that exists." Okay. Uh, Concerning the fact that includes the greatest ayah, greatest name of Allah, Imam Ahmad said it was narrated that Asma bint Yazid ibn al-Sakan said, I heard Messenger Sallallahu say about these two ayahs, interpretation of the meaning, Allahu la ilaha illallah wa layyul qayyum. It is in Surah Al-Baqarah, in Ali Imran, and the third one I told you, where in which was the ayah, Surah Tur 111. Okay. Okay. Sorry, sorry, not Surah Tur, Surah Taha. Surah Ali Imran, ayah number 1 and 2, Surah Al-Baqarah, this is the ayah 225, and Surah Taha 111, we recite these ayahs, and then Allah and make dua, Allah accept the duas. Okay. Okay. Concerning the virtue of reciting this ayah after the prescribed prayers, I told you. So, what will happen? Whoever recites Ayatul Kursi immediately after each prescribed prayer, after the first prayer, there will be nothing standing between him and his entering paradise except death. This is how it was narrated by such and such, so many narrators. So always make it a habit. I know everybody recites, but just in case you forget, so because this will take you to paradise, if we recite after each obligatory prayers, after all the in 5 prayers. This is the same hadith. We have done this, that the Satan was a liar. He came to Abu Huraira, and this is about Ubay bin Ka'b. You can, this is the shortest version. We did the large version. Okay. So this is also the same. You can take screenshots. And now we finish all that. Now we'll do the duas, how to be, secure from seek refuge from the Satan. So we'll listen to the recitation and try to understand, try to absorb what you learn from the tafsir of this. Allah, there is no true deity except Him, the ever living, the sustainer of all existence. Neither drowsiness overtakes Him nor sleep. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. Who is it that can intercede with Him except by His permission? He knows what is presently before them and what will be after them, and they encompass not a thing of His knowledge except for what He wills. His kursi, His footstools, extends over the heavens and the earth, and their preservation tires Him not. And He is the Most High, the Most Great. And please recite once in the morning and the afternoon in your zikr, remembrance of Allah. So we are done with Ayatul Kursi, the greatest verse of the Quran, and this is in Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 255. We are doing Surah Al-Baqarah. So this was our today's lesson also, Alhamdulillah. Now we learn the duas, how to seek refuge from Satan, inshallah. And those who know, it's a revision for them, and those who don't know, it's a new for them. They try to memorize it, and so we should, dua changes the destiny. Uduni astajib lakum. Allah is the acceptor of dua, so make lot of duas. So first of all, everybody knows this. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek refuge with Allah from the accursed devil, shaitan or Satan. Say with me now. Say all these dua with me and try to take a screenshot. If you somehow if you are not able to take, what I will do, I'll send on WhatsApp all the duas to. Okay, okay. Okay. Say with me. A'udhu billahi sami'il alim minash shaitanir rajim min hamzi wa nafthi wa nafthi. I seek refuge in Allah, the all-hearing, the all-knowing, from Satan, the rejected, from his incitement. Incitement is whisper, from his blowing and his spittle. Spittle is spit, right? Okay. And then always recite Suratul Falaq and Suratul Nas. Suratul Falaq and Suratul Nas are called Mawzatain. Qul Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul A'udhu bi Rabbil Falaq. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of daybreak. Min sharri ma khalaq. From the evil of that which he created. Wa min sharri ghasiqin iza waqab. And from the evil of darkness when it settles. Wa min sharri nafathati fil uqad. And from the evil of the blowers in the knots. Wa min sharri hasidin iza hasad. And from the evil of an envier when he envies. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Suratul Nas. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of the mankind. Malikin nas, the sovereign of mankind. Ilahin nas, the God of mankind. Min sharril waswasil khannas, from the evil of the retreating whisperer. Allazi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas, who whispers evil in the breast of mankind. Minal jinnati wan nas, from among the jinn and mankind. And you learn from the riwayah, from the hadith, that they are from the mankind also. Okay. And then always recite these two ayahs from Surah Al-Mu'minun, verse number 97, 98. Waqul Rabbi a'udhu bika min hamazati shayateen. Oh, and say, my Lord, I seek refuge in you from the incitements of the devils. Hamazat is the whispers. Wa'a'udhu bika Rabbi an yahdurun. And I seek refuge in you, my Lord, lest they be present with me. So they will go away, inshallah. So how Allah has protected us, and how Allah has taught us duas, the Quranic duas, and Prophet has taught us Masnoon duas. So this is the Masnoon dua. The Prophet has taught us. It is in Tirmidhi. Say with me. A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammati min ghadabihi wa iqabihi wa sharri ibadihi wa min hamazati shayatini wa an yahdurun. See here also hamazat and shaitan. See, Wakul Rabbi a'udhu bika min hamazati shayatin, Rabbi an yahdurun. See, so same thing. I seek refuge in Allah's perfect words from his anger, his punishment. So may Allah protect us from Allah. We are, seeking refuge from Allah, from Allah's angers and punishment, and the evil of the creatures, because we learn that Satan and jinns, they inspire, they whisper when they see that he or she is a noble and very pious and doesn't do anything wrong. So he would whisper in the hearts of your brothers, sisters, or your friends, and they will come and tell you something wrong, and then you start fighting and doing something. So this is how it whispers your people also. If they fail, they whispers your people, and they come and say something wrong to you and make you angry, and so the evil of his creatures, from the whispering of the shaitan, from the whiskers of shayateen. It's a plural, okay? Satans, not Satans, not shaitan, shayateen. See the Arabic word also. And that they should come. So they won't come to us, inshallah, and won't whisper, and we will be on the right path. Because Satan is our eternal enemy from the beginning of the creation. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked the angels to bow, to prostrate Adam alayhi salam, and from that time he got jealous. He said he used to sit with the angels he worshipped so much so that he was among he used to sit among the angels. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered all them to prostrate Adam alayhi salam, he refused to prostrate, and he was so ignorant, and he said, he was so pride came, and he said, Adam is made from the mud and I am made from the fire. He thought fire is something better than mud, so he said that I'm not going to prostrate him. Okay, so from that time he's jealous, he's envy, and he's our eternal enemy. So consider him your enemy and make all this dua. A'udhu bi kalimatil. And you saw in the hadith that he came to steal also from the charity and from the zakat things, and from the hadith we learn, and those were all authentic hadith. A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammati min sharri ma khalaq. I seek refuge in the perfect word of Allah from the evil of what He created. And there is a hadith, Abu Huraira reported that a person came to Prophet Sallallahu and said, Allah's messenger, I was stung by a scorpion during the night. Thereupon he said, had you recited these words in the evening, A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammati min sharri ma khalaq. See the last line of the Arabic I read from this last line of this hadith in Arabic, and the meaning, I seek refuge in the perfect word of Allah from the evil of what He created. It would not have done any harm to you. So any insects even won't bite you if you say this dua. A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammati min sharri ma khalaq. I seek refuge in the perfect word of Allah from the evil of what He created. Okay. Now, this you have done, these four duas you have done. These are the four duas. Very strong duas are always strong, and they are the weapon of for Muslim. You have done in the dars of the month of Safar about the evil eye, and so this is about evil eye and Satan and jinns. Dua for protection. Allah, say with me, Allahumma Rabban Nasi is bilbas washfi anta shafi la shifa illa shifauka shifaul la yughadiru saqama. Allah, make the harm go away, Lord of mankind, and heal him. You are the healer. There is no healing except your healing, a healing that does not leave any sickness. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Now this Masnoon dua is very powerful. About this dua, a companion said that if I wouldn't have recited dua, the Jews would have done magic on me, and they would have made me a donkey. I'll find that hadith and show you. A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammati allati la yujawizuhunna barrun wala fajirun min sharri ma khalaq wa zara wa barami wa min sharri ma yanzilu minas samai wa min sharri ma yaruju fiha wa min sharri ma zara fil ardi wa min sharri ma yakhruju minha wa min sharri fitanil layli wan nahari wa min sharri kulli ومن شر فتن الليل والنهار ومن شر كل طارق إلا طارق يطرق بخير يا رحمن. Oh, I seek refuge in Allah's perfect words, which no righteous or unrighteous person can transgress, from the evil that descends from the sky and the evil that rises up to it. I seek refuge from the evil that is spread on earth and the evil that springs from her. And I seek refuge from the evil of the tribulations of the night and day, and the evil of one who visits at night, except the one who brings good, O merciful one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Dua for protection against the evil eye and about the Satans and everything. A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammati min kulli shaytanin wa hammati wa min kulli ainin lammatin. I seek refuge in the complete perfect words of Allah from every Satan and poisonous pest and every evil that harmful envious eye. Okay, from the evil eye also, from the pest also, from the insects also, like we read in the hadith, the scorpion bite one of the companion. And this we have done already, but again, A'udhu bi kalimatillahi tammati min ghadabihi wa iqabihi wa sharri ibadihi wa min hamazati shayatini wa an yadurun fa inna la. Okay, no, this is not fa inna la lan taduru is the hadith word that it won't affect you, it won't. So The dua is still I'll correct it, inshallah. I'll ask Sister Uzma, or I will do myself. I seek refuge in Allah's perfect words from his anger, his punishment, and the evil of his creatures, from the worshippers of the shayateen, and that they should come. So those who are on Facebook, those who are on YouTube, wherever you are listening this, watching this, فَإِنَّا لَا تَدُرُّهُ is the text of the hadith, is not the dua. The dua is from auzu bi kalimatillahi tammati til wa an yahdurun. I'll show you this dua again here. We have done it now, right now. This is the dua. Okay. Now the last one, Bismillahi arqika min kulli shay'in yuzika min sharri kulli nafsin aw aynin hasidin Allahu yashfika. Bismillahi arqika, in the name of Allah I blow on you to remove from you from all that harms you and from the evil of every soul or envious eye. May Allah cure you. In the name of Allah I blow on you. Okay, so we have done evil eye, we have done about the pest, about the insects, dua about that, and we seek refuge from Satan. Also, all the duas we done. May Allah accept. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. And today was we learned Ya Hayyu Qayyum, Allah's attributes, Anatil Wuju also in 3 ayats also. Surah Taha, Surah Baqarah we are doing, and Surah Al Imran, Allah's great attributes. So these are the 11 duas. In these also you can take the screenshot. In these also there are Allah's attributes. When we recite one of these dua or all these dua, not necessarily so, and after reciting these, we invoke Allah, we supplicate Allah, we seek duas are accepted. Okay, so these are popular duas also. Okay. Not necessary. If you have time, you can do all these 11 or 2 or 4 reciting these and make duas. Okay, may Allah accept. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. I have taken more time. Subhana Rabbika Rabbil is because it's good to finish in one session. Subhana Rabbika Rabbil Izzati Amma Yasifun wa Salamun Alal Mursaleen walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa akhiru dawana anil hamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Barakallahu fil ilmik wa amalik wa rizqukum wa awqatukum wa ahlukum wa malukum. Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim wa tub alayna innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Oh our Lord, accept this from us. Indeed, you are the hearing, the knowing. Ameen summa ameen. Jazakallahu khairan. May Allah reward you with goodness. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would love to take your reflections. Okay, soon I know we have taken more time. So who will be the first one? First Tabikul Khairat. Who will be the first one? Okay, start.
Assalamu alaikum, Sister
Walaikum.